The energy is shifting. Right now, as you hear this, Mars retrograde in Cancer will stir unresolved emotions, bringing to the surface fears, regrets, and nostalgia. The next 24 hours will stir deep emotions, challenge what feels stable, and determine the path of your soul. Are you ready to face it? Mars retrograde in Cancer isn't just a celestial event. It's a cosmic storm that stirs the waters of our deepest emotions. Imagine the planets aligning in a way that mirrors your internal struggles, your fears, and your deepest desires. This retrograde is the tide rising, pulling at your heart, making you question everything you thought was solid. Symbolically, Cancer represents the home, the family, and the emotional core of who we are. When Mars, the planet of action, enters retrograde here, it pushes you to confront what you've been avoiding in your personal life. It's like staring into a mirror, seeing your soul laid bare, asking you, what are you really running from? Emotionally, Mars retrograde in Cancer will cause a storm inside you. You might feel unsettled, out of balance, or like your world is turning upside down. It will bring unresolved emotions to the surface, triggering memories and feelings you've kept locked away. But here's the truth. This isn't chaos for chaos' sake. This is your soul awakening, urging you to heal and evolve. It's time to step into a new version of yourself. And it starts now. Right now, I know you might be feeling something that you can't quite explain. It's as if your inner world is in turmoil, and the quiet whispers of discomfort are becoming louder, more intense. There's a heaviness you can't shake, a sense that something has changed in the air, yet you can't pinpoint exactly what it is. You're not alone in feeling this way. The energy of Mars retrograde in Cancer is affecting everyone, but especially those of us who are willing to listen. It's as if the universe is asking us to slow down and face the truths we've been avoiding. And I understand that can feel overwhelming. Have you noticed it? The sleepless nights, the restlessness, the sudden bursts of emotion that you can't control. Or perhaps a flood of memories has come rushing back, and you're left wondering, why now? You may even be feeling a deep sense of nostalgia, longing for something from the past. Maybe a relationship, a time in your life when things felt more secure, when you had clarity. But the thing is, the past isn't coming back. It's the present moment that holds the power to transform everything. What are you running from? Is there something in your life that you've kept hidden, something unresolved that you've buried beneath the surface? Mars retrograde in Cancer is the perfect time for these emotions to surface, whether you're ready for them or not. It's the emotional tide rising, forcing you to confront what's been left unsaid, what's been left undone, and that can feel scary. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Look at your relationships, your family, your friends, your significant others. What patterns are emerging that you've been ignoring? Are you repeating cycles that no longer serve you? Have you ever noticed how people from your past seem to resurface during times like this, almost as if they're mirrors, reflecting your unresolved feelings? The past isn't done with you yet. It's waiting for you to heal. Think about the emotional walls you've built over the years. Maybe you've been hurt, betrayed, or misunderstood. Have you carried that pain with you, unable to let go of the weight of it? Mars retrograde in Cancer forces us to examine these walls, why we built them, and what's holding us back from breaking them down. It might not be easy, but it's necessary. This isn't just about emotions. It's about freeing yourself from the past to create the life you truly desire. But this is also a time of reflection. If you could take a step back, and truly look at your life, what would you see? Where have you been holding yourself back? What opportunities have you turned away from because you didn't believe you were worthy or you feared the unknown? What relationships have you let fade because you were afraid of being vulnerable? Mars, retrograde in Cancer, calls you to open your heart, to allow yourself to feel deeply, to embrace the discomfort that comes with transformation. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that everything has to be perfect, that we have to have all the answers. But what if the answers don't come from pushing forward, but from surrendering, from listening to the quiet whispers of your soul? Have you ever experienced a moment of peace, a moment of clarity, when you stopped trying so hard and simply allowed things to unfold? Mars retrograde is like that moment, where the universe asks you to step back, reflect, and trust the process of your own evolution. But it's not all about the past and the discomfort. It's about what you do next. Do you stay in the comfort of what you know, clinging to the safety of old habits, old ways of thinking, and old patterns? Or do you step into the unknown, knowing that growth requires discomfort? Every time you face your emotions, every time you allow yourself to feel deeply and confront your fears, you are creating space for something new to enter your life. What do you want that new thing to be? Here's the thing. You are at a crossroads, but you have the power to choose your path. Do you want to continue down the road of the past, or do you want to create a new future? Mars retrograde in Cancer isn't about forcing change. It's about allowing it. It's about giving yourself permission to let go, to heal, to grow. Your life is like a garden filled with seeds you've planted, dreams, relationships, and goals. But some of these have become weeds, draining your energy and blocking your growth. Mars retrograde is your chance to prune away what no longer serves you, creating space for something beautiful to blossom. Look at the emotional walls you've built. Are they still serving you, or are they limiting your growth? How many times have you held yourself back from truly living, from truly loving, because you feared rejection, pain, or disappointment? What if you let go of that fear? What if you chose to be vulnerable, to trust yourself, and to believe that you are worthy of the life you desire? In the coming days, you will be presented with the opportunity to transform. The key is awareness. As the retrograde unfolds, take time to reflect on your emotions, your relationships, and your habits. What needs healing? What needs letting go of? And most importantly, what do you need to do right now to step into the person you're meant to become? This is your moment. Will you rise to meet it? As the energies of Mars, retrograde in Cancer, continue to unfold, I want to offer you some guidance, practical steps that you can take in the coming days to harness this cosmic moment and transform it into something powerful. This is your opportunity to break free from the chains of the past, to step into the flow of your own evolution. But in order to do that, you must first take action. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly reflected on your emotions? When was the last time you sat with your feelings, with no distractions, no judgments, and just allowed yourself to feel? It's easy to get caught up in the hustle of life, to push through the discomfort, and to suppress emotions that we believe are too painful to face. But Mars retrograde in Cancer is telling you, now is the time to feel. Now is the time to understand. Your first step in navigating this energy is to create space for self-reflection. I encourage you to journal, to meditate, to sit in silence, and allow your emotions to surface. This isn't about finding quick solutions or forcing yourself to fix everything at once. It's about giving yourself permission to just be. When you sit in silence, you create space for the answers to emerge. Your emotions hold wisdom, and by giving yourself permission to feel, you open the door to that wisdom. Imagine your emotions as waves in the ocean. Sometimes they crash violently, pulling you under, leaving you gasping for air. Other times, they're calm, gentle ripples that brush against the shore. But even in their most intense form, emotions are temporary. They rise, they fall, and they pass. If you allow yourself to ride those waves without resistance, you will find that they lose their power over time. Journaling or meditating will help you observe those waves, and in doing so, you will become more attuned to their patterns. Take a moment right now to think about what's been weighing on you emotionally. Is there a fear you've been avoiding? A grief you've been holding on to? A regret that refuses to leave? Now is the time to let those emotions come to the surface, to explore them with curiosity, not judgment. Write it all down without holding back. As you do, you may find that the weight you've been carrying begins to lift. Another essential step in this process is learning to let go. I want you to think about any grudges you've been holding on to, any toxic habits or relationships that have been draining your energy. Mars retrograde is an opportunity to release the old so that the new can enter. Just like pruning a tree, sometimes we must cut away the dead branches in order for new growth to occur. Let me ask you this. How much energy have you been giving to things that no longer serve you? How much of your precious time and attention have you invested in people or situations that bring you no joy, no growth, no peace? It's easy to get stuck in unhealthy patterns, to keep pouring yourself into things that don't nurture your soul. But if you truly want to evolve, you have to let go. Think of your emotions like a flowing river. When we hold on to grudges or fears, it's like building dams that block the natural flow. Mars retrograde invites you to clear those blocks, allowing your emotions to flow freely and nurture new growth. Forgiveness, of others and of yourself, is one of the most powerful tools you have. It's like pulling those weeds from the root so they no longer have a hold on you. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing the hurt. It means releasing the grip that the pain has on you. It means taking back your power so you can move forward unburdened. You deserve to move freely, to be light. Holding on to anger, resentment, or grudges only ties you to the past. But when you forgive, you free yourself. As you release these toxic emotions and habits, you create space for something new to grow. You create the space for clarity, for peace, and for new opportunities to enter your life. But letting go is not just about removing the old. It's about making room for the new. It's about setting intentions for what you want to cultivate moving forward. Which brings me to my third piece of advice. Set clear intentions for the new year. This is a time to think about the life you truly want to create. What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to become? What habits do you want to cultivate? And what boundaries do you want to set? Mars retrograde in Cancer is a time to reevaluate your path, but it's also an opportunity to set new goals, goals that are aligned with your true self. Take some time in the next few days to reflect on your intentions for the year ahead. These don't have to be big, lofty goals. They can be small, simple actions that will lead to bigger changes. The key is clarity. Think of your intentions as seeds. Each one represents a new possibility, a new path you can take. But just like any seed, it requires care and attention to grow. What seeds do you want to plant? What do you want to see bloom in your life. Write down your intentions, but don't just stop there. Take action, no matter how small, to begin nurturing them. When you set clear intentions, you are telling the universe what you want to create, and the universe will respond. Imagine this. You are a sculptor, and your life is a block of marble. The intentions you set are the chisel, carving away at the stone, revealing the masterpiece that has been waiting to emerge. Every action you take, every choice you make, adds to the shape of your future. I want you to be intentional. I want you to be deliberate in what you choose to focus on, to build, to manifest. Now is the time to plant those seeds, to set your vision in motion. You have the power to create the life you desire, and the energy of Mars, retrograde in Cancer, is giving you the opportunity to start fresh, to lay a new foundation for your future. So take a moment now to reflect. What do you truly want for yourself? What habits, relationships, or dreams do you want to cultivate this year? This is your chance to begin anew, to release the old and make space for the new. In the next part, we will explore how to nurture these intentions and stay connected to your purpose as you navigate this transformative energy. Let's dive deeper into the steps you can take to move forward with clarity, purpose, and strength. Now that you've begun the process of journaling, letting go of old emotional baggage, and setting intentions for the year ahead, it's time to deepen your commitment to these changes and nurture the new path you've started to carve. The energy of Mars retrograde in Cancer is asking you to evolve, but evolution is a gradual process. It requires consistency, patience, and most importantly, action. The next steps will guide you in aligning your day-to-day choices with the new intentions you've set and maintaining the momentum toward personal transformation. One of the most powerful ways to stay connected to your intentions is through daily rituals. These rituals don't have to be complicated or time-consuming. They can be simple practices that help you stay grounded and focused. By incorporating small but meaningful habits into your routine, you create a structure that supports your transformation and reinforces the intentions you've set. Start by incorporating a morning ritual that sets the tone for your day. It could be as simple as taking a few minutes to meditate, set your intentions, or reflect on your goals for the day. Visualize how you want to feel and what you want to achieve. Imagine your goals already accomplished, and let that sense of accomplishment fill you up. This is your opportunity to align your energy with your desires. Think of your morning ritual as the first step in planting your seeds. Just as a gardener waters their plants each morning to ensure they grow strong, you must water your intentions with love, focus, and belief. When you create a space each day to reconnect with your goals, you reinforce your commitment to making them a reality. Your intentions need attention and care, and by making them a part of your daily routine, you give them the nourishment they need to flourish. But it's not just about the morning. Throughout your day, remain aware of the choices you make. Every decision, whether big or small, has the potential to bring you closer to your goals or take you further away from them. Are you choosing habits that support your growth, or are you falling back into old patterns? Remember, change requires conscious effort, and consistency is key. If you want to let go of toxic habits, for example, every moment you choose to take a step away from them brings you closer to freedom. One powerful tool to help you stay accountable is creating an intention board or journal. This could be a physical vision board or a digital one filled with images, quotes, or affirmations that resonate with your goals. Visual cues are powerful reminders that keep you focused on the bigger picture. Place your intention board somewhere you'll see it every day. Let it be a constant reminder of what you're working towards. But visual reminders alone aren't enough. It's essential to take action. The energy of Mars retrograde may be pushing you to reflect, but it's also encouraging you to act. Without action, intentions remain just wishes. Set small, actionable steps that you can take every day to move toward your goals. Whether it's setting aside time to meditate, clearing space for new relationships, or taking steps to heal old wounds, make it a habit to take one action each day that aligns with the vision you have for your life. Imagine yourself as a sculptor, carving away at the marble of your life. Every decision, every action is another strike of the chisel, slowly revealing the masterpiece beneath. The more consistent you are with these actions, the clearer the shape of your future will become. Another essential step is learning to listen to your intuition. Mars retrograde in Cancer calls you to reconnect with your inner wisdom, to trust the voice within that knows what's best for you. During this time, you may feel more sensitive to the energy around you. This is not a weakness, but a strength. Your emotions are guiding you, showing you where healing is needed and where growth is possible. When you're unsure about your next move, turn inward. Trust your gut. It's easy to let fear or doubt cloud your judgment, but your intuition is the compass that will lead you to your highest path. If you're unsure about a relationship, a job, or a life decision, ask yourself how you feel when you think about it. Does it bring you peace? Does it light you up? Or does it drain you, make you feel heavy, or ignite fear? Pay attention to those feelings. They are your soul's way of guiding you. Consider this. You're walking through a forest, and every decision you make is like choosing which path to take. The trees may seem daunting, and the path ahead unclear, but your intuition is like a light in the darkness, guiding you toward the right direction. Trust that light. Lastly, embrace the power of surrender. Mars retrograde can sometimes feel like things are moving in slow motion or even backwards, and it may be tempting to push harder, to force things into place. But the universe is reminding you that not everything is meant to happen on your timeline. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is surrender control and trust the process. Know that everything is unfolding in its perfect time, and when you release the need to force outcomes, you allow space for miracles to happen. Think of a river. You can try to swim upstream all you want, but it's exhausting. The real power comes when you allow yourself to flow with the current. When you surrender, you're no longer fighting the current of life. You're moving with it, effortlessly, trusting that the river will take you exactly where you need to go. In this phase, you don't have to have all the answers. What you need is to stay grounded, remain open to the flow, and trust that everything you need is already on its way. The universe has a plan for you, and while it may not always look like what you expect, it will be better than anything you could have imagined. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, and it's okay if you don't have it all figured out yet. But by taking these steps, by journaling, letting go, setting intentions, and listening to your intuition, you are building the foundation for lasting change. You are actively shaping the life you deserve. So, as you move through this powerful time of Mars retrograde in Cancer, take these steps to heart. Stay committed to your growth. Trust the process, and know that you are fully capable of creating the life you desire, one intentional step at a time. The time has come to embrace the full power of this cosmic shift. As the energy of Mars retrograde in Cancer reaches its peak, You stand at the precipice of something profound. Can you feel it? The weight of the past beginning to lift. The air charged with possibility. The sense that the universe is calling you to step into your next chapter with courage, with fire, and with unwavering belief in your potential. This is the turning point you've been waiting for. Mars retrograde is not just a celestial event. It is a signal, a catalyst for transformation. It's the universe's way of shaking things up, of bringing everything to the surface so that you can finally deal with what's been holding you back. No more hiding from your emotions. No more pretending that everything is fine, when deep down, you know there is more to be healed. Now, you have a chance to release it all. This moment is not about waiting for the right time. It's about seizing the opportunity that is before you. Imagine this. You've been standing in a room filled with fog, not able to see more than a few feet ahead. The weight of uncertainty and fear has kept you from moving forward. But now, the fog begins to clear. With each step, you feel the ground beneath you become firmer. You're no longer lost, no longer wandering in circles. Your path is becoming clear. Mars retrograde has presented you with a choice to confront the parts of yourself that have been holding you back, to release the old, and to take the steps toward a brighter, more authentic future. The choice is yours, but the time is now. The universe has set the stage, and you have everything within you to make the most of this moment. Do you have the courage to step into the unknown? To release the weight of past grudges, toxic habits, and fear-based beliefs? Do you believe in your ability to transform your life, to create something new and beautiful, even if it feels daunting? The power is in your hands. The universe is waiting for you to take that first step. Now, you must choose. What will you do with this moment? How will you harness the energy of Mars retrograde to propel yourself into your true power? The world is yours for the taking. But first, you must decide. Will you stand still, or will you rise? The energy of Mars retrograde in Cancer is not something to be taken lightly. It is an invitation, a cosmic call to confront, to heal, and to step into a new version of yourself. The time to act is now. The universe has aligned to provide you with this rare opportunity to release the old and embrace the new. Your transformation is within reach, but it's up to you to take the first step. What will you carry forward into 2025? Will you hold on to past pain, grudges, or habits that no longer serve you? Or will you let them go, clearing the space for something greater? The choice is yours. This is your moment to step into the energy of growth, healing, and boundless possibility. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to join our community of seekers. Subscribe, like, and share this video with anyone who needs to hear this message of hope and transformation. Together, we can create a space of collective healing and growth. And stay tuned. Next week, we'll explore how the first new moon of 2025 holds the key to unlocking your dreams. You won't want to miss it.